Hello and welcome back to the Underground Curator. Thanks for joining me for episode 5. Today we'll be diving in with some deep, quieter, yet remarkably powerful songs. We have two ridiculously talented artists that I have loved for many, many years, and both of these songs mean quite a lot to me. They're totally different genres, but incredibly thoughtful and introspective pieces of music that I'm very excited to share with you. They are Marijuana Plants on Saturn by Mac Lethal and When I Go Down by Relient. And honestly, I can't believe it's taken me this long to get to either of these artists, as they're unparalleled in skill in their respective areas. We're going to start off with the Mac Lethal song. Mac Lethal is more of a well-known artist when it comes to rap, as far as the fact that he has a pretty strong following. He has pretty dedicated fans for those that know him, and he's had his moments in the sun. He'd had a pretty awesome performance on Ellen and some other areas, but still has never really broken into the mainstream, never charted to my knowledge. And you know, his top songs only have a couple million plays on Spotify. And this song that I'm going to bring is one of my favorites, but it might not even be in his top 50 of the multiple albums he's released. He's known for being one of the sharpest pens in the game, as well as being one of the most lyrically gifted as far as speed and technicality of his rapping that he's capable of. But the beautiful thing about him is he's so versatile that when he slows it down, he brings these incredibly passionate lyrics and vivid pictures and imagery, and layers in his instrumentals really nice over it. And before we get into the song, I want to showcase his technical speed and ability before we see what it's like when he brings it down a notch as far as speed and shows off in terms of lyrical and emotional impact.
Let's speed it up, big breath. Never been a kind of afraid of nothing. I am just an elevated entity. I'm coming to give it a back, a pump and jump on every instrument in increments of sentiments and syllables. Y'all lunge, I'm livid again. I'm sticking it in their muffins, make a couple million. I'm hoping to, I'm going through. So give me another reason I should sit around and not experience the benefits of getting down when all the dribble that they're spitting is so hideous. Godzilla, feel the viciousness.
So yeah, he's easily one of the most underrated spitters in this game for sure. But yeah, let's jump into this song here and see what it's like when he wants to just bring a raw, powerful, and emotional song.
Just when you thought I was falling off. Yo, I'm falling through the ice. Yeah, haha. Hypnotic molecules as Molly fuels these college fools, and in my brain the lava cools. And if it rains, then I'll be cool, like I just put a golden champagne bottle on some ice. Salvador Dali tools, blind lovers, hard truths, blood bubble clouds, and a sky-colored chartreuse.
One of the things I love about this song is that I've listened to it 100 times, yet I still feel like I haven't figured it out. I don't know if he's just painting a beautiful picture with his words or using abstract language to tell a story and make a point, whether it's an allegory or beautiful chaotic nonsense. Part of the song is obviously more literal and easier to interpret, but some of the lines and phrasing he uses makes me wonder how much more is buried in this song that just goes over my head. Take the line, blind lovers, hard truce, blood bubble clouds, and a sky-colored chartreuse. First of all, I love a rap song that makes me, with a good flow, that makes me have to Google a word. Second of all, what it means is a chartreuse is usually referred to as a liquor or a color. Liquor being a type of brandy that tends to be kind of this greenish yellow color, and so probably what he was referring, it's just kind of, when you take back and look at this image, are those two lines connected? Maybe, I'm not sure how, but it kind of makes you wonder if he's kind of getting at something there with the vision of blood bubbles in a, you know, pale green yellow liquid. And if that has anything to do with anything the rest of the song, it could be or could not, and I don't know, but it really all sounds pretty amazing when it's all put together like this.
Reagan era baby slanging handmade crack, flipping cakes, writing songs, call it pancake rap. They hate me as the pancake rapper.
So he's referring to a viral video of him rapping while making pancakes. That was one of his first big successes. I think it's my biggest critique of this song, though, is he definitely says pancake way too many times right here. Other than that, it's great. Let's keep going.
I made $500,000 being a pancake rapper. You little pancake rappers trying to diss me when you never even met me, and I still give you a handshake after. I'm just moving, trying to squeeze a cup of juice from out the revolution. Never losing, ever, never losing pressure. Keep squeezing, keep dreaming. The sweet sea breeze is only coming for those drumming, for those humming without cheap reasons. The president is black a second term, you got a problem with it, fuck you, let it burn. Man, someone that never grows is just someone that never learns. You should have dumped your blood ashes, instead you kept an urn.
I love the cadence and the flow of the chorus. The way the syllables hit on beat with the instrumentals is just awesome there, and it sucks you in, it makes you want to nod your head, and the lyrics are really, really cool in that section. Especially that last line, it just kind of one of those ones that makes you stop and think. You know, he says, you should have kept your blunt ashes, but instead you kept an urn. Like, I don't even totally know what that means, but it's really cool to think about.
It's hard to earn. I'm going back in. Yeah, my wife is pregnant. I got a son that's coming soon, and I'm excited to explain the rain, the thunder, and the moon. But I'm just frightened of the pain, the blame, the suffering, the spoon of heroin that made Dr. Dre's son tumble to the tomb. So I'm guessing the way to teach him health is life's essence. It's never make my presence be a present. And I can't be there every single second, but I'll bless him with the weaponry to think, to guess, to search, to dream, to question everything. Question everything, question the world until you feel convinced. Question all your neighbors, if they bother you, then build a fence. Question every woman, every hooker, every village wench. And if you get no answers, it don't matter, boy, you still the prince. And if they question you, just throw an honest answer at them.
I mean, that is so much amazing and eloquent parenting advice from someone who apparently hasn't even had a kid yet. It's awesome.
My words are oozing with the visuals of Ansel Adams. I'm like a cancer atom, I'm like a marijuana plant on Saturn, as I vandalize your brain with frantic patterns. I got another factoid to spit. Every time I see these little swag boys and shit, I find a stack of tabloids to rip. Then I kneel in my backyard praying for an asteroid to hit. Just hit, like your Pacquiao punching Cotto. Just hit, like you're training with custom motto. Just hit, when I adjust the motto, follow the buck that bought a bottle. Coulda fucked the model. What? No, that's wrong. You got it backwards. I'm just moving, trying to squeeze a cup of juice from out the revolution. Never losing, ever, never loosen pressure. Keep squeezing, keep dreaming. The sweet sea breeze is only coming for those drumming, for those humming without cheap reasons. The president is black a second term, you got a problem with it, fuck you, let it burn. Man, someone that never grows is just someone that never learns. You should have dumped your blood ashes out, but instead you kept it earned like that.
I want to take a second to talk about the instrumentals and the beat of the song, because I think they're pretty cool. It kind of starts off with that chime sounding synth melody that you kind of heard in the beginning that has that kind of cascading effect, as well as you have two different female vocal samples kind of giving it some of the texture, as well as fleshing out the textures. You have a lot of synth pad sounds kind of doing those chords in the background, that kind of that little fuzz to them. And then the beat is a little interesting too, because it uses a lot of tom-tom sounds rather than just the typical kick and snare as well, to kind of give it a little more of a filled out sound and just a unique instrumentation as well. And so I think it all adds up to be a pretty cool way to add to the ambience of the song overall.
Like that!
I'm getting money.
Hey, we get that 40 hours every week, money.
It's actually kind of a big deal in the music world, as odd as it seems, that when this record came out, he was making enough money as if he was working 40 hours a week from his music, and that's actually puts you in the top high percentage of musicians nowadays. So, I mean, kudos to him, but it's kind of funny. You don't hear bragging about money in rap songs at that low of a level typically.
Getting money.
Hey, we get that 40 hours every week, money.
I'm getting money.
Hey, we get that 40 hours every week, money.
I'm getting money.
Hey, we get that 40 hours every week, money. Y'all want a third verse? I'm like a hominid, taking psilocybin mushrooms, creating language.
So from my understanding, this is about the theory that one of the ways that humans developed evolutionarily different from monkeys and chimpanzees back in ancient Africa was that a species of them started eating a lot of psilocybin mushrooms, and that actually sped up their neurodevelopment and allowed for them to create more complex thought and languages. And please tell me when the last time you heard that mentioned in a rap song was.
I'm rapping from a place of anguish. High roller bitch, I bankroll Vegas. It's industrial poison like all the rainbow agents. This ain't homophobic, man, but fuck your homo prodigal. I would rather put you in the fucking go-go plot choke. I would rather be your bitch or give you the draws. I'd rather do a song with Nicki Minaj. Barf. It's the crazy-eyed killer, Larry David H. Scott's 85 Swiller. So give these new leather shoes a spit shine for Dad. Mac Lethal's back and this time he's mad. I'm just moving, trying to squeeze a cup of juice from out the revolution. Never losing, ever, never loosen pressure. Keep squeezing, keep dreaming. The sweet sea breeze is only coming for those drumming, for those humming without cheap reasons. The president is black a second term. You got a problem with it, fuck you, let it burn. Someone that never grows is someone that never learns. You should have dumped your blunt ashes out. Instead you kept it earned like that. Like that. Like that. We back! 7 on the beat.
Man, I just love the vibe the end of that song gives you there with the instrumentals. It's just super calming way to end it. Next up we have When I Go Down by Relient K. I'm amazed it has taken me this long to feature them in one of these videos. They are easily in my top 3, if not my favorite band of all time. Everything they did in their first 6 albums was through the roof in terms of quality in every aspect, from songwriting to lyrics to arrangement to production value. Their sound and tone has varied a lot over the years, but they started out pop-punk but always threw in a few high-quality ballads onto their albums. This song is the last one off the album, which was the second album I ever owned, fun fact, and I must have listened to it 1,000 times on my CD player back when it came out in 2003. And to this day I have every lyric on it memorized. This last song on the album has always hit me particularly hard though, because every line gives you something to think about. And I love that it uses a variety of instrumental tones to really send you on this powerful emotional journey with it. Let's get started. Because this is a longer song, I'm going to try not to stop it as frequently, but I have to talk about how beautiful that guitar tone is and how huge it sounds with only one guitar playing. The way they have the reverb and echo set up and whatever beautiful acoustic guitar is, that just makes it sound amazing.
I'll tell you flat out, it hurts so much to think of this. So from my thoughts I will exclude the very thing that I hate more than everything is. The way I'm powerless to dictate my own moods. I've thrown away so many things that could have been much more, and I just pray problems go away if they're ignored. But that's not the way it works. No, that's not the way it works.
So here we have the second instrument, which is a keyboard with a tremolo effect on it that's panning very, very slowly. It's kind of bouncing back and forth slowly, but he's just kind of cascading it over the acoustic guitar, and it sounds beautiful.
When I go down, I go down hard, and I take everything I've learned and teach myself some disregard. When I go down, it hurts to hit the bottom, and all the things that got me there, I think if only I had fought them. Then when I hear myself roll this clouded mind, I'll watch myself settle down into a place where peace can search me out and find. want an end to this, and I just pray my problems go away if they're ignored. But that's not the way it works. No, that's not the way it works. When I go down, I go down hard, I go down hard, and I take everything I've learned and teach myself some disregard. When I go down, it hurts to hit the bottom, and other things that got me there, I think if only I had fought them. Any control I thought I had just slips right through my hands, while my ever-present conscience shakes its head and reprimands me. Then and there, I confess, I'll blame all this on my selfishness.
This song's just so powerful, partly because it is just so incredibly relatable to when everything's going wrong in life and you see yourself spiraling towards rock bottom, and just the way he puts it is just, it's awesome. You know, the chorus starts off with, I've thrown away the hope I had in friendships, I threw away opportunities that I had, I threw away, you know, the way to stop this from happening, just threw it all away, and then any control I thought I had, it just slips through right through my hands, and I just watch it happen, and there my conscience is just giving me crap for it the whole time. And it's just, you know, obviously he sings it way more beautifully than I'm saying it right now, but it's something that we can all really relate to. And, you know, just especially when you're having a bad day, this song just hits real different. And I've listened to it on some really bad days in my life, and it just kind of helps process things a little bit. And then this kind of the second half of the song is a little bit more about redemption and people being there for you when you need it. And it's pretty cool, so let's check that out.
Yeah, you love me, and that consumes me, and I'll stand up again and do so willingly.
See what I mean about them being extra in terms of their production quality. Right now they're using jingle bells and pinch harmonics on an acoustic guitar to get that sound, which I can safely say I have not heard that one before.
You give me hope, and hope it gives me life. You touch my heavy heart, and when you do, you make it light. As I exhale, I hear your voice and I answer you. Though I hardly make a noise, but from my lips, the words I choose to say seem pathetic, but it's a fallen man's praise, 'cause I love you. Gotta love you.
Their vocal talent is just outstanding. I mean, they have a couple songs that are just all a cappella doing stuff like that, and it's just amazing what this group is capable of. You know, there's no way like Blink-182 or Newfound Glory could do anything like this. You know, that were other bands at the time that were big. So, gotta give them their props there.
And life is not worth living if only because of you. And when they say that I am dead and gone, it won't be further from the truth. When was to you, I won't look very far, 'cause you'll be there with open arms to lift me up again, to lift me up again.
That last bit still gives me chills. It's really breathtaking. And one of the frustrating things as a fan of this group is when you try to learn their songs and you realize just how utterly complex some of these harmonies are, and to be able to recreate their sound and style. And I don't even know how they think of some of this stuff. You know, they almost never play a 4-chord song in their life. You know, everything they do is really complicated, but it shows. They're just, in my view, when it comes to anything that they do, it's just they just do it better than everyone else, and I'll always love them for that. So thank you so much for sticking with me through this whole video. I know it's a long one, but hopefully you appreciated the quality of these 2 songs, and we'll stick around to look at the links in the description and buy some merch, support the artist, download the song on Spotify or buy it on iTunes, whatever you want to do. And I'm having no shortage of video ideas for these songs, so stick around, guys, and hopefully we can add some more songs to your favorite songs playlist coming up soon. Take care.